Welcome. We are from Group 5. Today, we are going to talk about pricing strategies in the Malaysian hospitality service industry. My name is Amira Husna. Here are my other group members: Nurul Natasha, Nua Fatna, Wan Karanasa, Muhammad Salahuddin, and Nua Izzati.
What do we know about the Malaysian hospitality industry? The hospitality industry is known for its important role as significant catalyst. It is because it contributes to economic growth, which in turn drives socio-economic development and job opportunities. Hey Simon, did you know that the hospitality industry encompasses not only hotels but also motels, guest houses, and also homestays? Whereas the transportation sector encompasses not only the railway services, the air services, and cruise services.
How about the factors that affect the pricing of the hospitality service? Pricing in the hospitality industry defines the value it places on its services because of numerous factors that can cause the service price to rise or fall. All of this contributes to the factors of the microenvironments. According to Cameron, 2018, microeconomics assists companies in comprehending why and how consumers spend their money, and learn the science behind how consumers and businesses buy can affect what is sold, how it is sold, and why. The influence of the microenvironment on the price of hospitality services is influenced by factors like employees and their behaviors. The customer is a significant factor in the company's microenvironment, and the entire value delivery network aims to engage and build strong relationships with the target customers. Unique amenities, personal touches, and exceptional customer service will reward properties that can provide a memorable experience and positive social media reviews. I'd buy the different rates of the hospitality service to maximize guest satisfaction and extra arrangements that include valet parking service, dry cleaning service, gymnasium, and etc. To clarify, this is because room service and other extra services are considered an amenity. The hotel charges a fee for it. The rate also changes according to the type of guest's room demanded. A hotel has distinct types of rooms, and rooms are classified into various categories like an executive room and a normal room based on the customer's demand of the room. Let's take a look at an example like Citytel Express Hotel Ipoh that offers different room rates with various type of rooms like the executive quad and the standard triple room. How about the supplier? The second impact of the microenvironment on hospitality pricing is regarding the suppliers in the hospitality industry. To clarify, suppliers provide the materials and production factors required by the firm to run the business. Hoteliers in the hospitality industry must demand high-quality essentials for their guests to maximize their satisfaction. For instance, mattresses, pillows, towels, and food and beverage inventories. Therefore, a high-cost essential will influence the hotel's rate regarding the quality given by the suppliers.
Next, let's look into the numerous types of pricing strategy in the hospitality industry. Firstly is the occupancy-based pricing strategy. Occupancy-based pricing establishes several price points for the same property or unit dependent on the number of people that stay there. Larger groups are frequently ready to spend more than smaller parties, regardless of the pricing structure. A family of 4 might expect to pay more for housing than a solo tourist, and both the person costs and the greater willingness to pay for bigger groups appear to make occupancy-based pricing for holiday rentals a perfect match. Next is forecast-based pricing strategy. That the cost of a hotel room will be determined by how much demand there is, and to increase revenue, higher accommodation rates, for instance, may be applied during periods of high demand. Forecasting can help hotels change their pricing to match demand, target sales at specific demographics, or alter their marketing plan to draw in more consumers of demography. This is by maintaining reliable records is essential to a successful forecasting strategy, with historical data, such as occupancy, revenue, room rates, and average spending per room, being especially helpful. Utilizing information from the books, such as reservations, as well as any broader industry trends is also crucial.
Now let's take a look at factors used to predict price changes in hospitality service industry. The first factor is policies and regulations. A country's government will announce new rules, policies, and regulations, such as a new floor or ceiling price. As a result, in addition to violating the regulations, all businesses must follow the rules to maintain business and product prices. According to Deloitte, 2021, these percentages imply that it will be some time before the hospitality sector resumes normal operations, and businesses that rely on travel and tourism are likely to face even more significant obstacles. Thus, Malaysia and other countries faced the same impact but with different percentages. For the reason that consumer behavior drastically changed and marketers also need to change prices, which is increasing the price as the consumer demand decreases. The second factor is decrease in number of customers. One of the biggest issues that happened was the COVID-19 outbreak. Restaurants no longer require customers to tip the delivery driver. Although this was largely done to cut costs, COVID-19 has transformed these cost reductions into a revenue driver, and people should hope to see much more development in comparable no-contact technology. Deloitte, 2021, also asserts hotels had already started using mobile applications to avoid the front desk with mobile payments and keys. Accordingly, all these things show that the business must have the best way to convince the customers to demand the services, as the services provide safe hospitality for customers to still enjoy the services. Third factor is decrease in profits. Fox, 2020, asserts hotels in the United States reported gross operating profit per available room, GOPR, declines of 122.8%, Europe was down 131.95%, Asia Pacific was down 124.1%, and the Middle East was down 115.3%. Of hotel bookings occurred in a revenue loss of Rm 23,021,301, followed by a revenue loss of Rm 11,550,605 for Sabah. For Sarawak, had only 76 total cancellations during the period, causing a loss of under Rm 23 million. Hence, to avoid business bankruptcy during an unforeseeable disaster, the best decision for marketers is to make changes to keep the business running by determining what exactly it can do during that period and identify any opportunities to increase business revenue.
Moreover, one of the factors used to predict price changes in the hospitality service industry is when there is a dramatic decline or drop in demand and sales. Sales and demand play a very big part in the hospitality service industry. Without sales and demands from customers, there will be no hospitality service industry. Simon, 2020, claimed a 100% or greater year-over-year decline in hotel profitability across the USA, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East using data from Hotstats. There have been major drops in occupancy, average daily rate, and RevPAR, revenue per available room, everywhere in the world, as cited in Derman et al., 2021. This data shows how dramatic was the sales and demands fall due to COVID-19 pandemic. When there are not many sales going on in a hotel for a long period, such as during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown period, for example, the hotel could go bankrupt, and this of course can damage the hospitality service business overall and will worsen the economy of the country. To avoid such horrible things from happening, the hotel and other hotels affected must make changes in pricing to bounce back the sales and to keep the hotels and the industry running for a long time. The affected hotels may lower the price for one-night stay to attract more customers and to increase the sales. However, the hotel managers must be smart in planning to avoid making loss instead when the price is too cheap just to get more sales.
Let's look into the current issue of hospitality industry in Malaysia. The COVID-19 outbreak. Recently, the COVID-19 pandemic had hit the world by storm. Due to strict movement orders, hotels are not able to operate like usual.
So, what are the impact of COVID-19 to the hospitality industry?
The main disadvantage of the pandemic would be economical pressure. Waisel et al. 2020 said that virus outbreak will always have negative relationship with tourism and hospitality industry. As hotels are not able to operate normally, they failed to generate enough revenue. As a result, some hotels have to temporarily or permanently shut their business.
Looking onto the good side, COVID-19 had also bring opportunity to hotel service providers. The pandemic had gave invaluable experience for hotel service providers to better strategize their business befitting the current economic needs. They had become more creative catching the customer's attention. As example, quarantine package includes accommodation, meals and other services. We can conclude about microenvironment influences the setting price of hospitality service. Hospitality pricing techniques include occupancy-based, forecast-based, market competition-based, and upselling-based, length of stay-based pricing and loyal customer-based pricing, factors used to predict the price changes in the hospitality industry and the current issue related to pricing in hospitality service industry.
Thanks for watching.